base or something. I don't know if he wants to wall himself in completely. Meanwhile, the probe does actually see the drone going out to make the third base for Roro. Gonna go try and block that with the probe, but it's not gonna happen. Hatchery will get down. And let's see. Alright, so if you put a core there, it is tight, right? So you don't get that nice one hex gap. Oh, probe! Ah, probe. Anyway, looks like 7 scores down, and actually there's a 1 hex gap. Okay. I'm just terrible at judging walls in StarCraft 2. Man, I built some of the shittiest walls on this map on ladder though, I gotta say, cause like, alright, so the other day like I made a wall, and then it's like, oh, if I build the core here, it's tight, so like, okay, that's bad, so I don't want to do that. So I like build the core back a little bit, and then I have like this giant hole in my wall. I'm like, well shit, now what do I do? And oh, this is not pretty. It was not pretty. Anyway. Oh, what's dying here? Is he killing the... Yeah, he's just killing the destructible rocks. So he's going to walk his queen all the way over to the third. It's fine. He's probably building a second queen at that hatchery. And, oh, we are lagging. Because lag is awesome. I don't have MLG open, guys. I swear. I promise. I have no awareness of the state of Nooney's life right now. Well, I guess the stream wouldn't really give me that information either. But anyway, looks like doing the creep trade. Looks like he put his first creep tumor at like his natural. So he's gonna start spreading it out from there. Not gonna worry about connecting the main to the natural. Presumably, you could always just stick an overlord to do that later on. And looks like Roach Warren is on the way as well. 3 extra gateways going up for what's his face for Sang. So like going out with the first Zealot and Stalker. The Zealot's gonna bite the dust there. Taking a few Zerglings with him. So the overlord sees what's going on. +1 is actually going to be done as well. He's going to try any kind of +1 timing here. No, he's getting double gases. So it's not going to be any kind of crazy 2-base all-in. And of course, Roro does see this. Not only does he see everything in the main base, but he also sees the double gas of the natural. So he knows he should be relatively safe here. And yeah, he's going to go immediately up to a lair. It's like Stalker going to come back and kill off this overlord. The overlord actually kind of wandered over to that natural a little bit, just in case there was like a robo kind of hiding there in the gap. I am a little bit curious about what the tech it actually is. Okay, oh, click it. Okay, it's actually going to be a Twilight. By the way, notice that the OGN Observer now is actually learned his lesson from when I pointed out that, you know, you can't do that trick where you don't click on a building if the production tab is open. So they actually had like the resource tab open or the income tab open instead. And then so he did like he hovered the mouse over and you couldn't tell what the building was. I quite like it. The observers are even adapting to the new StarCraft 2 style observing. It's good. Anyway, it is going to be Blink, and looks like setting up to take his third base as well. Sang is breaking down these back rocks. So it's something actually very similar to what what's his face did against Shine. The movie. It's looking very similar to Movie's build actually, you know? Go for 4 gateways, get Blink, and then get a third. This is actually like exactly what Movie just did. Okay. Looks like Robo rallied up front. Gonna get that observer out ASAP. Gotta remember to rally that back to his natural. And gonna do the gateway wall at this third base. Very nice. Probably should stick a cannon back there as well. Meanwhile, Burrow on the way. I think that's Roach speed on the way as well. And 4th base going up for Roro at that 12 o'clock. Meanwhile, I was going to see that the third is getting set up with these Zerglings, but that is a tight wall with just the 3 gateways there. So Link's not going to be able to do too much. Has he even built any Roaches? He's got like almost no units on the map, man. Just droning up like crazy because he sees that, you know, Sang's just being super defensive. You're just turtling up on 3 bases. So he's like, well, if you're just going to turtle, I'm just going to keep droning and teching and kind of do whatever I want. And that's exactly correct. it'll be interesting to see how Sang plays in the late game, because so far in most of the PvCs that we've seen that go to late game, the Protoss generally seems quite lost. Like in Stork versus Zero on this map, in fact, Zero of course played really well that game, but Stork just kind of like got maxed, got to late game, and just like died to Broodlords. Similarly, in Sun versus Solkey on Antigua, Sun did like a 2-base semi all-in. He killed Solkey's third, and then like pulled back a little bit, and then it went to late game, and they were basically like even bases the whole game, and then Solkey just won anyway because his late game was so much better. Sun again, he like didn't really seem to know what he was doing in the late game, so I wonder if Sang does. Because I mean, he's basically playing for the late game right now. He's put zero pressure on the Zerg. Like he only attacked with his first Zella and Stalker. He killed 4 Zerglings and then he went home. And then that was it. He has actually not attacked once since then. So I'm not sure I really like this. You know, you really should, at the very least, you've got to like poke out with your army, kill the Zerglings at your front, make the Zerg think that you're attacking, so that he doesn't make only drones. Like at least he makes some emergency roaches or something, just in case you're moving across the map. Like you don't have to attack. You just poke him a little bit. You know, be like, hey, dude, stop making drones, man. Stop making drones. Yeah, it looks like a macro hatch is kind of bridging the creep gap between the main and the natural. Infestor's now coming out, getting some spine crawlers, and nicely connected all his bases with creep, but otherwise hasn't spread out too far. Although it's slowly making its way towards the middle of the map. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about this, guys. Come on, back. Thank you. Alright, whew. So it looks like finally moving out now, but I mean the Zerg's already maxed. Looks like he's even leading with a couple of changelings. Oh, random queen might get taken down. Queen. No, actually it doesn't get the queen somehow. But, I mean, the Protoss army is at 160 supply against the max Zerg, and I think this is actually a mistake. I think he should actually turn a little bit longer now, because he's already missed his opportunity here. And, you know, if he gets taken down with this not-maxed army, it'd be really bad. Nice fungal going off, but actually, where's the army? Where's the Zerg army? He's maxed, but I don't see any units. He's got like a few infestors here. He loses a couple of infestors. He's getting good fungals off. But where is the actual army of the Zerg? Where are all his roaches? I can't see the friggin' minimap because they're taking off the friggin' minimap. Why do they do that? Oh my god, this actually pisses me off so much when they like reduce the UI so you can't see the minimap anymore. This actually makes me so angry right now. Why can I not see the minimap? Show me the fucking minimap, please. Please, for the love of God. Oh my god. Anyway, it looks like Rover's actually just going to lose this 12 o'clock expansion. He's at 175 supply, but he's trying to fight this entire army with like 5 infestors, and that's it. I just don't understand where all his stuff is. Did he just make like 120 drones or something? Okay, finally I can see the minimap again. This actually just blows my mind because, like, as an observer and a commentator, I spend roughly 80% of the time looking at the minimap. Like, that's actually not an exaggeration. I commentate most of the time just looking at the minimap because it's so much easier. But anyway, looks like a bunch of corruptors finally coming out now, going to take down all these Colossus. A lot of Stalkers actually kind of a little bit out of position here, not engaging as a group. The Spine Caller's in position. But, well, is it going to be enough? There's a War Prism at the front, basically giving instant reinforcements to the Protoss. The Corruptors are actually going to go straight after the War Prism. Very, very nice. Forcing a cancel on a bunch of those units. And, well, 1 Colossus still remains. There's a lot of Spine Callers, but the thing is, I mean, Rower's now on 3 base against the Protoss 3 base. And that's going to favor Sang as long as he doesn't, you know, do anything silly in the next couple of minutes. He's got to be careful though. If he gets too bold with these units and he just throws away the rest of his army, that could be quite bad for him as well. I mean, you know, Stalkers and Colossi, not exactly the cheapest units. But, well, it looks like, I mean, what's Rower doing? It looks like he's thinking about doing a counterattack, but he's really indecisive right now. He's taking somewhat of a hidden expansion at the top left main. And it looks like he's just decided to move back with his roaches, just thought better of a counterattack. I'm not really sure why. I mean, did he see anything there? He didn't like send a Zergling in to check or anything, did he? Looks like he does have a couple of borrowed Zerglings here at the 6 o'clock. I like this move. Although I don't know why he needs 2. You can just borrow 1 there. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not like 1 Zergling costs that much, but it's just like, you know, why would you do 2 if you can just do it with 1? More the merrier, I guess. Maybe that Zergling just got lonely, you know, he's just sitting there in his little hole in the ground, wishing it had some company. Anyway, looks like the Greater Spire is already finished, but no upgrades yet on the air, so just now getting +1 air attack. He is getting, I think, is that +2 or +3 melee attack? I can't tell. I think it's +3. Man, I need to figure out these upgrade colors and things. Anyway. Alright. Looks like Blink Stalker's moving forward, picking off a couple more roaches. And now Sang is actually almost maxed. And, I mean, Robo is maxed, but he's on, like, mostly Lings and Roaches, which are not very good. He's making, like, one Broodlord right now. He's going for a counterattack on the 6 o'clock. He's focusing down the Nexus. I think he's going to force a cancel here. A big blink onto the Roaches. Is he going to get the Nexus? It's so close! Oh my god, the Nexus barely survives! Oh, man. Alright, apparently that's +2 melee attack. Damn, that Nexus suit. But, I mean, that does free up some more supplies, so we can start building some more Infestors and Broodlords and other good units like that. I think it's actually, is that Ultraless Carapace on the production tab? Wait, is he an Ultraless Carapace? Because he's not actually making Ultras. That definitely looks like Ultraless Carapace. Anyway, it looks like gonna start taking down these rocks here because Roro's actually expanded here to 3 o'clock. He's gonna blink in there as well. A bit of a wasted blink, honestly. Didn't need to do that. But you know, whatever. Now my concern is though that once all these Broodlords get out, what is his response? So he's got his 1 Stargate. He's made a Void Ray. He's got his Fleet Beacon so he can make a Mothership. It looks like he's actually getting +1 air weapons here. So is he just gonna like keep chronoing out Void Rays as his response? Looks like he's got 2 Void Rays already. That's a very interesting idea. I'm not sure if that's the best idea in the world, because with good fungals you can lose the Void Rays quite easily. They're not very beefy, and obviously as air units they tend to stack, so if you get like all your Void Rays clumped up and just fungled once, then you're in serious trouble. Meanwhile, looks like another engagement here at the 12 o'clock. Looks like, oh, misses the fungal there. Had a chance to lock 6 Stalkers or so, but doesn't quite get it. But the Broodlords and the Infestors are going to force that Protoss force back, and meanwhile the Lings and Roach is going to counterattack the 6 o'clock once again. There's actually another base at the bottom right. It looks like they're going straight after the Nexus now, which just hasn't really recharged much of its shields. It's going to get taken down for sure this time, but can the Roaches escape? I think we should just do as much damage as possible. Meanwhile, Stalkers at the top left, not paying attention, could be killing that hatchery, which I don't think it's even mining anyway though, but the Roach is actually going to go and scout this base as well. Crucial to scout that, and these Stalkers are just looking stupidly at that hatchery. Idiot Stalkers. But it looks like they finally have decided to go and do something useful. And I don't really know if Roro has anything to do with, can do much about that. They are Blink Stalkers. Looks like he's got a handful of Lings and Roaches, but he did just sacrifice a lot of his Roach Ling force to take out the 6 o'clock base of Sang. Looks like there might be a big engagement in the middle of the map, though. I think there's a big engagement in the middle of the map. Why are we not watching? Why are we watching the Blink Stalkers? There's actually a fight going on. Friggin' observer, man. Friggin' observer. But it looks like there were no fungals or anything, so once again the Protoss is going to escape. I'm a little bit surprised by this. I don't know, Roro needs a couple, I mean, he's pretty short on gas. He's got a lot of Broodlords, but I think he needs a couple more Infestors, to be honest, to just lock the Protoss army in place. It's quite funny, because someone was remarking earlier in the stream chat how, like, Broodlord pros don't quite seem to appreciate exactly how powerful fungal growth is as a spell, and I can understand that. I mean, there is no equivalent in Broodlord, so there's no spell that, you know, makes your opponent's units immobile completely. You know, there's like Ensnare, which slows them down, but it's kind of unique in that sense. In the meantime, Psionic Storm on the way as well, very interesting choice, and continuing to pump out these Void Rays. It's like Void Ray Colossus Stalker. This is like some old school PvZ going on here. This is like, you know, this is like the old style of, you know, Void Ray Stalker Colossus versus Roach Hydra Corruptor, which is like not neither of which is really in style anymore. But it looks like the Void Ray is doing a fantastic job here, getting a couple of Infestors here, but that's a lot of Broodlords though, and I don't know if that's enough AoE damage. There's 2 Colossus there, but that's going to be so many Broodlings just pouring down from the skies. There's still not a very high Infestor count, but it might not even matter with, like, you know, 15 Broodlords there, and we're just going to like watch a still screen. Alright, finally we're back. Looks like the Void Rays are doing some damage. I don't know what happened to the Corruptors. Looks like the Corruptors are just not there anymore, and once again we're doing this stupid removal of the UI feature. Can we just like take this feature out, please? Because this is like the dumbest feature I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh, this is actually making me so sad. Sorry, it's like really frustrating. Anyway, looks like there's one High Templar there. Probably doesn't have enough energy for Storm though. I think it just got warped in, so that does get taken down. The Void Rays though are still doing damage. There's a Mothership there, keeping things cloaked. There's one Overseer. Looks like there actually is a Psy Storm now. Not the best Psy Storm in the world, but Roro is pressing through. The teammate, you know, members are cheering, but I mean, Roro's got this. Sang, he can't hold off this attack. I don't know why they're clapping. I guess they were clapping because he got a Psystorm off. Little did they know, StarCraft 2 Psystorms are terrible. And that's going to be the rest of the Protoss Force gone. I think it would have been better off just like feedbacking some of those infestors. Anyway. Why are we lagging? Too many broodlings on screen, that's why. Because broodlords are OP. Anyway, this 6 o'clock base is now under attack. And actually, if he loses his 6 o'clock base, I don't think he'll be mining anymore. His main is gone. His natural is basically gone. His third looks like it's mining a little bit, but I'm sure it's getting very, very low. So Roro, who looked like he was in a bit of his trouble after losing the 12 o'clock, is once again showing that Broodlord players don't know how to play late game PvZ. Now, to be fair, a lot of SC2 pros actually have trouble with this as well. Like, you know, late game is pretty tricky with all the random fungals and, you know, broodlords and things. You got to get your spells really nice. It looks like a vortex there, not a good vortex at all. He got like 4 roaches and a broodlord. That was it. Why are these broodlords flying into the vortex on purpose? What? Why did he just like fly into the vortex by itself? It's like, here, let me help you out, man. I feel bad because your vortex was terrible. Oh, he didn't even get a broodlord. Oh wait, no, did he? I don't even sure. Anyway, Corruptor is finally coming in to deal with this mothership, and these Void Rays, which have just been doing an insane amount of damage because there's no anti-air, but look at all the roaches flooding in here. Stalkers, not the best counter to roaches. The mothership getting taken down. Where's the Blink Micro? He's not even using any Blink Micro. That's not Blink Micro, man. That's just not... Dude, what? Dude, you're supposed to blink like the damaged Stalker's back. Somebody explain to Sang what Blink Micro is. Anyway, it looks like the Void Ray, the last Void Ray, is charging up on that Corruptor. It might... No, it's not going to live because there's 5 more Corruptors. And this is not good. Well, looks like Sang's going to get taken down here. Samsung Khan fighting! Poor teammate. Poor teammate. They took the Broodlord part so easily, and looks like doing some obnoxious little roach burrowing action there. But yeah, it looks like, oh man, he doesn't even have an observer, but he just GG's. Sang, oh, Link's coming in from the back, surrounded his stalkers, and Roro, you know, I doubted him. I seriously doubted him after his game against Effort, but he just took 2 games today. He just took the ace match. Good job, Roro. Good job. You are a cutie. Man, he seemed a little bit dodgy there in the beginning, you know? Losing that 12 o'clock, but late game Zerg is pretty strong. Alright, so that's it for today. Those were both series. Thank you for watching. I will post up VODs soon. And that is Blizzard soon, by the way. So they may be up eventually. And also, please do tune in to the ISL 3 finals. I'll be casting them tonight at, I believe, 21 CET. It's going to be